Yesterday, it was announced that Iowa will face USC in the Holiday Bowl in San Diego on December 27th. I've got football reporter Lucy Rodine standing live in the newsroom with more. Lucy, what can you tell us about Iowa's matchup with USC?
Well, this was really a great bowl selection for Iowa. Iowa hasn't been to the Holiday Bowl in 28 years, and they're going to face a powerhouse opponent in USC. USC is a Pac-12 school. They're number 22 in the polls, and they have an amazing air raid offense that's really going to challenge that young, inexperienced Iowa secondary. So I'm really interested to see what Phil Parker does to prepare that secondary for this high-powered offense that they're going to see. Defense-wise, USC is not as strong as they have been in the past. They give up about 27 points per game, so Brian Ferentz is really going to get creative with those play calls, and we're going to see a kind of different type of offense from Iowa for this game. But let's hear from Phil Parker on what he's doing to prepare the team going into this bowl game.
Really what we're going to be doing is really practicing against Iowa. And we won't really get into the game plan till about 10 days, maybe 9 days before the game, and start preparing and start looking at them and understand what they are and what we have to do. But I think our kids understand that. They have finals to go through here. It's going to be a tough situation for them, but it's just like any other day for them. When they have to go to school, they got to go to classes, they got exams. And then I think it's once we get out there and focus more on, the game plan completely, it'll be a good time for those guys.
Lucy, what were the players' reactions to the bowl announcement?
Well, they were so excited. I mean, wouldn't you be excited to go to California, leave this Iowa weather? They're really just ready to play in a bowl game. They're ready to play a premier college football program, one of the most blue blood programs of all time, and they're going to get to do it in beautiful weather. I mean, Amir was asking me yesterday, he was like, Lucy, you got to tell Kirk Ferentz to let me go to the beach. So these guys are excited. They're ready to play a game, but they're ready to have some fun. So let's hear from them on what they're looking forward to in California.
I'm excited to get away from this cold weather, to be honest. Just, go out there, experience that sun, chill on the beach, hopefully, and just be able to enjoy it. I'm going to have my family there with me. I don't get to see them too often. So just being able to be around that and, playing a talented school, a great school with a great name, go out there and just do what we do. It'll be, perfect way to, enjoy Christmas.
No better feeling. This is what we were rooting for, in the inside. I mean, we were able to say anything, but this is definitely what we're rooting for, and it's an early scene, so you can celebrate New Year's, celebrate Christmas in California. So there's no better bowl we would have wanted, and, and with an opponent like USC, if we get a win, it's a legitimate win. So I definitely think this is the perfect opportunity for us.
Now, we didn't get to hear from head coach Kirk Ferentz on this opportunity because he was in Foxborough cheering on his son who plays for the Patriots yesterday, but we will hear from Kirk later this week. Kim, back to you.
Thanks, Lucy. Once again, Iowa will face USC December 27th in the Holiday Bowl. The Iowa wrestling team continued their streak of terror as they got the win over the Princeton Tigers. The final score was 30-9 in favor of the Hawks. Princeton stole one from the Hawks at 157 pounds when Quincy Monday upset fourth-ranked Caleb Young. But later in the duel, the Hawks got their revenge when number 3 Jacob Warner beat second-ranked Patrick Bruckey 5-4. Here's what Warner had to say after the match.
Just excitement. I knew as the match went on, I felt stronger and stronger. First period wasn't my best period. Second period was a little bit better, and third period was a lot better. So just being able to keep building period by period, second by second, minute by minute, and I got that takedown, and I was a dog on the bone. I got to the leg one time. I need to get there more, but when I got to that leg, I wasn't letting go. Tried to get a quick finish, didn't work. Stayed on it, got that leg up in the air, got it freaking high, kicked him out, covered the hips hard.
Make sure to tune in on Wednesday for a wrestling update from our sports director, Kate Overton. Shuffling over to the basketball court, the Iowa men's basketball team opened up Big Ten play this past weekend. While the Hawks lost to Michigan 103-91, Luka Garza poured home 44 points to put him in the 1,000-point club. His 44 points were also the most by an Iowa big man and the third most in school history. Tonight, the Hawkeyes step back into Carver Hawkeye Arena to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers to open up their Big Ten home slate. Minnesota is currently 4-4 in the year, but they took on the Big East's best DePaul down to the wire. The game is scheduled to tip off at 7 p.m. For more on tonight's game against Minnesota, check back in tomorrow as we'll have an in-depth look at the result. Abby, back to you at the desk.